welcome back. On today's video we have a Mercedes-Benz. This is a 2012 model CLS 550. As you can see, Mercedes kept their original emblem design. They went with full LED lights. They do have your parking and object detection sensors here. And these covers, we got one here, and one over here. They're for your tow hook covers, okay? For stocking power, they used a 4-piston caliper design, as well with slotted rotors to prevent overheating. Aluminum wheels with the AMG emblem. It does come with the Blue Efficiency technology. What that is for fuel economy and emissions, and it creates electrical energy by the power made from the brakes. Side view mirrors have your turn signals. The mirror itself has a triangle emblem to aid you before you making a left and a right turn. Like the front, the rear have performance brakes and wheels as well. Behind your license plate, you do have your VIN number in case of a theft or what have you. Like I said, CLS 550. We got the 4MATIC emblem. 4MATIC is basically your all-wheel drive system. It helps you for your traction in poor road conditions. Let's check out the inside. Oh, hey, what's up? So this has a tray table design, either for your lunch, laptop, what have you. The rear seats fold with these handles here. It does come with the first aid kit for whatever reason happens along the road. 12-volt power source here. Spare tire is under the cargo mat with all the tools you needed to replace your tire. This does not have a capless design, still has a cap on there. Tire pressure here along with the front driver's door. It does have a sunroof. We do have a multi-band antenna which controls your AFM, AM, and Sirius signals. As you can see, this is beautiful on the outside as it is in the inside. Let's take a look. As I mentioned, this car is beautiful on the inside as it is outside. As you can see, we have black leather interior, real wood trim, both doors, door panels, instrument panel, steering wheel, center console, and the rear center console. It does have your aluminum finish design as well, and an analog clock for luxury. You don't really need it since the clock's also displayed on the radio. It does have electric telescoping. It's self-adjustable with the press of a switch, either up, down, in, or out. As you notice, there is no shifter here like a regular car. It does have the shifter here. It's up for reverse, down for drive, in the middle is neutral, and if you press the switch, it's for park. We do have pedal shifters, and this is a 7-speed automatic transmission. We have memory seating for the driver's side and the passenger side. And it does have 3 seating options for friends, family, what have you. The steering wheel does not have a heated option like some other vehicles, but it still has its beauty in its own way. We do have dual climate control, dual heated and cooling seats. We do have the park aid assist switch to turn it off. It does get annoying after a while. We do have rear sunshade switch. If you got passengers in the rear and they're complaining about the sun, press that switch and it'll turn on a rear sunshade. The cluster display, as you can see, it has your temperatures. It has your temperatures, your fuel gauge, speedometer, and your RPMs. Mercedes, it still has the Celsius temperature design instead of Fahrenheit like American vehicles. We do not have an electronic parking brake. We still have your traditional park by cable, right? And the release handle. This switch here, it controls your radio. Along with these other ones here, we have a keypad to make calls, radio, navigation, discs, telephone, on and off calls. The overhead console controls your sunroof, your lighting. If you could see, there's reading lights as well. And it has an emergency telephone for 911. That is an available option, but you got to pay subscription for that. This car is equipped with airbags for comfort. They are adjustable with a simple switch in the center console. You also have your sports, economy, and manual mode to switch between riding comfort. We have your hazard switch here, ignition switch here, cruise control. I don't think this car has adaptive cruise control like the newer vehicle, since it's a 2012. I think that technology came out in 2017. The glove box, it's not like other vehicles which dips down, and it's not as spacious as well. You do have some cables for auxiliary and charging. Your armrest, if you notice, also has black leather and white stitching like the seats itself. With the press of a button, it'll open the doors, and you have your USB connections, iPhone, Samsung, and 12-volt supply circuit. As you can see, the Bluetooth system on this vehicle, or Mercedes, is not compatible with all phones. I currently use iPhone 8 Plus, and it does not work on this vehicle. It does have Harman Kardon system for your speakers. I've never heard of that. I'm usually a Sony guy. What else? All right, guys, a little bit about the room back here. It's really spacious. As you can see, I'm 5'8", and I still have a couple inches off the roof. I'm sure if you're in the 6th section, you might be like this, but you'll be fine. Like I said, the door panels do have this fine real wood trim, along with the leather and the white stitching. Cool feature on the driver's seat. It's also available on the passenger seat. Once you turn on your car, you put on your seatbelt, the computer will automatically set the tension on your seatbelt. Check it out. Would you look at that? So you fat as fuck, I'm sorry for you. The starting price back in 2012 was $73,000. In today's market, 8 years later, you could get this for $25,000, which is not bad. That's $50,000 off if you're looking for a discount. I think it's enough said. I covered all my basics on the interior. How about we go outside and look at the engine? Follow me. All right, guys. I have the hood open here. As you can see, I said it is a V8 engine, 4.7 liters, twin turbo design. Of course, you're not gonna compare this to a GTR, but it's still freaking fast. We do have your coolant reservoir here, along with the electric water pump as well to aid in cooling. We have dual intakes or dual throttle bodies, similar to a 370. Here's your washer reservoir. We have your ABS pump and module. Here's your purge solenoid for evap. AC lines, your strut, front suspension equipped with air lines. As I said, it is equipped with air suspension. Master cylinder for your brake fluid. Here's your engine oil dipstick, right? I like this blue color compared to the original yellow design. To aid during a rain or a dirty window, Mercedes added a third windshield washer. I've only seen vehicles with 2 of them. This one has a 3 design, which is pretty cool. They still kept your engine air filter, cabin air filter box on the passenger side. The common problem on these is the rear cylinder heads leak due to a plastic plug. Instead of aluminum, they use plastic, so they crack or they warp, causing an engine oil leak on the back of the head. A lot of people misdiagnose it for a valve cover, but now you know it is a cylinder head plugs. There is a recall for these bolts here on the latches. When these first came out, they were either under torqued or they did not apply thread locker, which with time these would come loose. The hood would come loose, and eventually during the freeway speeds, pop off. What else can I tell you about this car? I think I covered all my bases. If you have a question or a comment on something I did not cover, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you haven't done so already. And stay tuned for the next video.